I've had several requests for a video showing how to load, so here you go. Okay, you have arrived at the studio. You have your quilt top, you have your batting, and you have your backing fabric. Remember, here at Sheridan K Quilting, we do carry wonderful batting. So if you don't have it, just call ahead and we'll have it ready for you. So we're going to remember that these items need to be separate. In other words, don't try to sandwich anything at home, because when you load on the APQS frame, it's so easy. So we're going to move the quilt top and the batting away for right now. And here's the backing fabric. The zippers have been attached. There's a separate video on how to attach your zippers. Go look under Sheridan K Quilting in my tutorials and look for Fast and Fun zippers. So this already has the backing with the zippers attached. And this is what you would want to do before you come in to quilt, because it makes your time so much faster. You'll be able to open this up and load it on the frame. So let's get started. In your certification class, in your handout, you have a step-by-step loading instruction page. So I'm going to touch on that occasionally as I'm doing this today. So remember, this is handy and you'll find it very valuable. If you forget yours, we normally have one under the clear top at every machine. Now what we're going to do is lay your backing fabric on the tabletop. The zipper is marked top left. Remember that that orientation is given from the needle side of the machine. So if you were standing at the needle, this is the top left. So I'm going to slide this in, start zipping, and as I zip, this is attaching the top left zipper to bar number 4. Okay. I zipped on my top left. I moved the machine over out of the way, and now I'm going to reach over the bars and find the other zipper, bring it between bar 1 and 2. I'm just going to pull it, let it waterfall down in front. There's a salvage edge over here on the right side, and it has little snips in it to relax the salvage. Now I am concerned when I look at this backing. This backing is not cut straight on the left side. Please be very careful preparing your backing, because that is what you're building upon. So the backing fabric should be the same great quality that you chose to put in your quilt top. Now I'm going to go over to my fabric advance. I have the fabric waterfalling down in the front, and now I'm going over to the right side of the frame, and we will be advancing this quilt. So I have all of the backing fabric brought to the front of the frame now, and everything is between bar 1 and 2. A very important point here is to lock the brake at this stage. Lock it down, and I even hold my hand on this bar, because we're going to use this bar as a friction point. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to step on the green pedal and tell the fabric advance to take the quilt top away. You're going to notice it's going to be rolling around bar number 4. So let's step on the green pedal. My hand is on this roller. And as the fabric advance moves the fabric up, that looks really good. I'm going to stop now and go and smooth that out so that I get a really good start with this backing. So I came around to the back of the frame, and I'm smoothing this fabric. It's going to be rolling on top of itself, so I want to be sure that this first part goes nice and flat. I'm not really worried if I get a little bit of rippling close to the zipper. That's why we always want 4 inches more at the top and the bottom. So now that's nice and smooth. And now I'll go back around to the front, and I'm going to advance the quilt backing until it rolls all the way. And if I see anything that I need to come back and smooth the fabric, then I will just simply come around, smooth it, and then continue on loading the backing. So now let's just finish loading this backing. Okay, the backing fabric is going around bar number 4, nice and smooth. I have smoothed it out a couple times to be sure that I like the way it's behaving. Now I have about 6 to 8 inches down in front, so I'm going to advance it just a little bit more. The brake is on, green pedal, and that looks good. Now I'm going to stop and we're going to zip on the bottom left zipper to number 1. So here we are, we have about 6 inches hanging down in front of bar number 1. The rest of the backing fabric is around bar number 4. I'm holding the zipper that says bottom left. Get it nice and straight. Reach down, pull up the leader that has the matching zipper. And I'm going to just slide that on. Start zipping. I'm going to let gravity win for a second here. And keep the backing fabric down. See how that's working? You can hear that zipper going across. This is a fast way to load your backing fabric. All right. Now it's time to take the brake off and roll up the excess so that we start out with our backing fabric nice and taut and smooth. Brake up, manually roll bar number 1. I still have a little bit of slack, so I'm going to step on the green pedal, take all the slack out. It's going on so nicely. Brake back on. I see a pin that worked its way loose. Let me take care of that. Okey-doke. So the backing is almost finished. Yay! I'm going to lift the brake now. The brake up, but I'm still controlling this roller. I'm going to step on the white pedal, and as the fabric sends the backing towards me, I'm going to roll it up on bar number 1. Here we go. My attention now is on bar number 1. So if I see something that needs to be smoothed, I do it now. This is double work when you take it one direction and come back, but this allows you to smooth everything out. That backing could not be more perfect now. So brake up, white pedal, and I'm just manually rolling this towards me. I'm going to stop when I see the zipper on the top left. I will see that zipper in front of the leveler bar. The leveler bar is the roller that doesn't have any fabric on it. And there we go. And stop. Put the brake on. Smooth everything from the center out. And your back is loaded. Congratulations. Okay, we have our backing loaded. It's time to put our batting up here. So I like to walk up and just drape things on top of everything and get myself situated. Some battings are more tender, and they're not really, they're not going to tolerate you moving them around and pulling on them, so just be tender, be gentle. I'm putting the batting centered left to right. That I know that I don't have it correct at the top, but the first part is to get it centered left to right. So I have the same amount of batting. It's centered on the backing. I'm going to fluff that under the table for right now. It actually looks like it's very well positioned. Now I'm going to do the Velcro rub. I just rub along bar number 1. And what I'm doing is I'm making the batting attached to that backing fabric. I'm going to pick up the center part of the batting. I'm going to accordion fold it, tuck it under bar number 2. That way I'm not stretching or pulling the batting. Tuck it under there. Pull it up close to the zippers. Remember, there's pins up there, so you don't want to have your batting covering those pins. You might forget they're there. The batting's loaded. Next, time for the quilt top. It's time to load the quilt top. I'm going to follow the same steps that I did with the batting. Walk up, get it centered left to right. Let it waterfall down in the front for right now. Looking good there. Hands width. Whoop. Not so good. Need to shift this over a little bit. Getting it centered left to right is important so that you have enough backing and batting as you advance your quilt. This is looking good. I'm going to do the Velcro rub. Pick up the quilt top and accordion fold it. Tuck it under bar number 2. I want a little bit of the batting showing. Because of the Velcro rub, you know that, where I said I'm going to give it the Velcro rub, it really adhered to this part so that when I was tucking things under, nothing tried to drop down on the floor. So now I'm going to bring the quilt top up, fold it up on itself like this. I'm going to let the batting still waterfall down below. We're going to put the side clamps on. We're going to baste after you put your thread on. So that's how quickly you can load a quilt when you come in with your zippers on your backing fabric and you have your batting and your quilt top so that you know how your project is going to load. This is a fantastic way to quilt your own quilts and to have that satisfaction to know that you did it all yourself.